play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 50 at Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big pickup there on the run. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
51 to Mike. Here we go, 46. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, kill. Watch out.
Now Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. As time expires in the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one. Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4. Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything. That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone. And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, It's Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Keep going. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again, pushing through the contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down at Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run here with Akers. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Dak. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Working with 2nd and 5 now. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Single slot. Tighten up, 46.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Second and 6. To throw, Prescott. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.